Hi, America. Friday, 15th of America, January 21, 2021. Who would have ever thought that we would have gotten here with the third attempted impeachment of a guy that just wanted to put American citizens first? Although, no, that's not what the Democrat Party and their propaganda arm, the mainstream media, ABC, CBS, NBC, MSNBC, CBS, PBR, PBS, whatever the fuck they are, VOX, those worthless turds over there, Jack, or whatever your name is, you're clueless. What they're trying to do right now is to degrade everything that America has stood for until recently. Not today, not last year, sometime before last year. Probably before Obama took office. No, actually, probably before Clinton took office. Probably before Bush 1 took office. Let's go back to the end of the Reagan era, 1988. That was about the last time that people were saying, America is great. We are a great country. We are a great people. We will move ahead and we will make stuff happen and help everybody in the world. 1988. That was, God, how old was I? I voted the first time in 80 at 18, so I guess I was 18, 24, 28 when I voted again. And I voted for Bush 1. My bad. Two separate sentences or phrases that came out of his mouth showed me that I voted incorrectly. Although Dole was, I think it was Dole at the time, was worse. And let me stop right there. People say, well, this guy's bad, but this guy's worse. Who should I vote for? In my opinion, pushing 60 years old, vote for the less worse guy. That's kind of how it goes. Because if you vote for the more worse guy, you're going to get a whole lot worse living conditions. Your taxes are going to go up. More restrictions on what you can do in life. Industries are going to shut down. All kinds of crazy crap. So always vote the least bad guy on the ticket. Let me tell you right now, I've only voted Democrat since I was 18 years old back in 1980, and I'm changing my party affiliation to either conservative or libertarian. I'm leaning towards libertarian because I'm sick of big government. I want to tear down big government. Get big government, big Washington, D.C. out of the way of everything. Today, it might be unreal unless someone blows up Washington, which is not what I'm talking about here. I'm not talking about blowing up Washington, D.C. I'm talking about figuratively, by people getting voted in that start shutting down all the bullshit in Washington, D.C., where K Street, where the lobbyists live, dictating how everyone's going to vote. General voters have to understand. They hear the word PAC and they're like, I don't understand, I don't care. Well, political action committees take millions, if not billions of dollars in from big industry like AT&T, Verizon, Comcast. I mean, we're talking huge money. And filter it down within groups that pander to them through the K Street people, the lobbyists, that are all a bunch of little freaking chihuahuas chomping at the bit for the billions of dollars that are available to push their leader, whoever their leader happens to be, into office. How do you think there's 2, 3, 4, 500, $500 million landing in an election somewhere? The last election, Georgia Senate, which more than likely was corrupt as hell. They more than likely use the same voting machines that they can manipulate, but this is not my topic here. I'm not bound on that. What I'm talking about is the big system. There's too much money going into elections. Isn't an election supposed to be, I vote for somebody and my vote counts, and let's see how many people vote for that person? Not how many millions or billions of dollars can be spent on television ads and manipulation and social media these days, tweaking and messing up everything, when people just want to go and vote for the person that they want to be in office. It's gotten so big and so stupid and so ridiculous. It has to be called out. It has to be. I mean, come on. So-and-so got $2.5 billion. We have to push them to be the next representative. Well, what are the values of that representative? Are they going to do any good by the American people? Are they sleeping with Chinese spies? Do they have Chinese spies driving them around for 20 years? E.g. Dianne Feinstein? You immoral whore. Just saying. There's a lot to be taken in by everything that's going on today. And sure, the banning and deplatforming and all the rest of that, it was written in the sand. I saw it years ago. The more that these companies, Google, Amazon, Twitter, Facebook, the more that these companies grew, Microsoft, you're not out of the picture. Hell, you're in bed with the Chinese, identifying Uyghurs with your IA, hunting down people to sterilize, to make sure that they don't breed anymore. Dissidents to the Chinese party. Yeah, bunch of stupid bullshit. $120 years ago, Americans saw fit to break up companies that had too much control. Well, let's look at companies that have too much control. Amazon. Too much control. Google. Last I looked, they bought up about 250 companies because they couldn't compete with them, so they bought them. Amazon. Well, Jeff was just ruthless about becoming the top of that food chain. And to give all of these companies the right to censor and ban people without holding them accountable to being editors, which they are. No, they are editors. If they're picking and choosing what's going to be shown on their sites and canceling people regardless related to those posts, that's editing. Doing away with 230 is a bad idea. Amending 230 is a good idea. Amending 230 to force these platforms to put an option. I don't want to see anything that might offend me because I'm an LBGDQ LMNOP plus 47 or whatever. I don't care what it is. 230 needs to stay in place for the people that play within the rules. There needs to be an amendment for Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all these other cancel culture BSers that say, yeah, you want to play your game, you're open to get sued. Ironically, Poland is doing this. Some social platforms that play by the rules, they're fine. Other social platforms that, you just go in and start censoring people and shutting people down. Guess what? You get sued. And it's a special court. Doesn't take a long time to go through. You go to a social media court. You're either guilty or not guilty. And you start paying fines. And they're not small fines. The $1 trillion subsidy that you're getting, social media, from the American people, e.g. the federal government, if I have any way to say about what's going on, is going to dry up. You need to start being not the biggest dicks on the internet. Bezos, weird beard Twitter guy. His name isn't even entering my brain right now because he's such a nothing. Even though he's worth billions of dollars, I don't care. I don't idealize billions of dollars. The Google CEO, Adish Nobody, don't even know. I don't have the documentation in front of me. I don't care who you are. Get it done. Stop being such dicks on the internet. Because the more that you are dicks on the internet, the more that there are millions of people around the world that are going to say, yeah, we salute you. You don't control the world. Social media is fairly new. Within, the last 15, 20 years? Guess how long mankind has been around? All you dipshits in social media, running things, thinking you're going to change the world. We can do without you. We can easily do without you. We don't need to go get frustrated on your platforms because of all the freaking psycho bullshit that people post on Twitter and Facebook. I'd just soon walk away. The reason I don't is the reason I'm making this video. I would like to make America better than it is today. And I hope I possibly can. So, this is my video for Friday night, the 15th of January. All of, 16 and a half minutes. Go do well. Go be well. Be safe. And fight the good fight, people. Until next time.